7 studio albums later, Third Eye Blind is bringing their signature sound to a new generation, all while trying to fight climate change. The band is donating a portion of the ticket sales from their 25th anniversary tour to the nonprofit Sea Trees, which is working to restore a kelp forest off the California coast. Third Eye Blind's frontman Stephan Jenkins joins us now, first on CBS Mornings, to talk about the effort to fight climate change, also talk about 25 years later. As a guy who was in high school listening to that untitled album, gosh, has it really been 25 years?
It really has. And the only thing I can say about that song, because I just have nothing to say about it, is that, first of all, hi, you guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Stephen.
I'm actually a morning person, which means I really have the wrong job because I stay up late.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's so cheerful. It's just a good vibe here.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for having me on your show. Anyway, the only thing I could say about that song is that I'm wearing the same pants that I just realized I'm wearing the same pants right now that I wore in that video.
The same exact pair?
From
same
25
style?
years
These
ago?
pants
No.
Wow.
are those pants.
That's personal growth, I guess, in a way.
Don't change. Don't innovate. Yeah.
Did you know you had an iconic song, and that's not the only iconic song on the album, by the way, when you guys were making it just before release? Did you feel you were on the precipice of something big?
No, I didn't think it would get played on the radio because it's a filthy, dirty, naughty little song.
Yeah, if you listen closely, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Clearly they didn't.
But the beat's so good
Thank you, Gayle.
and so catchy, yeah.
You got a glass bottle there. Part of your effort to fight climate change started with plastic bottles at your concerts. What
That's how it started.
Yeah, what was the moment for you?
You guys had a really good segment this morning. I saw that on plastic. And it's great that there are efforts to recycle plastic, but it's a flawed effort. So the idea that we in this society go, oh yeah, we have to have plastic bottles, and used to demand tap water that was really good. New York City tap, San Francisco tap. It's all great, and somehow that sort of got expanded out into we have to have a plastic bottle that ends up in the ocean. I would see these things on surf trips in Indonesia, and we realized how many that we were using on tour. So all we did was I said, we're not going to have any more plastic bottles at all. If you want to be backstage at a Third Eye Blind show, then we're going to have a water cooler, and you can just get one of these. And in one summer tour, we estimated that we saved 17,000 plastic bottles from one tour.
One tour. And now you're focusing on kelp. I have to tell you, before I met you, I hadn't given a thought to kelp because I think of it as slimy and sticky and wraps around you. I didn't see it as something that we should care about. And you say...
That sounds good.
Slimy and sticky and steamy sounds good?
Yeah, that sounds like spa day, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds like a kelp wrap. Yeah.
But the reason why we should care is what, Stephen?
Why should we
I want
care?
people to understand this. Because, people's eyes glaze over at this stuff sometimes, and you need to make sure they understand this is very important.
There are dolphins in the Hudson River right now because the Hudson is cleaner now than it's been since the Civil War. That's a miracle. It's amazing what is happening. On the West Coast, we have the opportunity to reforest the sea off the coast of California. Kelp, which is these are the giant trees, and that's why we support a group called Sea Trees. Kelp sequesters 40% more carbon by biomass than a redwood tree does. 20 times more per acre than a forest does. And by sequester, what I mean is that it pulls carbon out of the air and turns it into this plant that then, when it dies, it sinks off into the ocean. And it sequesters that carbon for thousands of years. It works amazingly.
And if we don't do it, we may not have a future. But so let's talk about the past.
We have a future. We have a future.
I know.
We have a beautiful, bright future. That's what I want people to know.
Yeah, you're very optimistic.
Yeah.
We can't. There are things we can do. Stephen, you didn't give it. There was no title to the album that had Semi-Charmed Life on it and Jumper and How's It Going to Be. If you could give it a title now, what would it be?
I don't know. Untitled.
There you have it. Breaking news. The Untitled album is now officially untitled. Stephan Jenkins, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Happy to be here.